Hello and welcome back to another episode of Project Gluttony Reviews, the series where I look at fat art from fat artists and review them. Today's artist I will be reviewing is Feedtriccz, who is an artist I discovered a few months ago through other artists retweeting them. Not to mention that I saw one of their arts very recently, and it's probably become one of my favourite fat artists in a long time, but I'll show you that in the favourite segment. As you may get the point by now with the previous videos, I will be looking at the top 3 images that come up when you look up the artist name on Google, and then picking out my own personal 3 favourites. So with that said and done, let's get started. So for our first Google image we have this lovely, I think, office lady who they tried to give her the biggest chair in the office, but obviously it wasn't big enough. First of all, I would like to compliment the leg fat here, as I'm a huge fan of leg fat, and this is proper juicy. I also like the drooping fat arm. I obviously like the fat spewing out of the chair. The character's clothes are pretty nice, and I like the dialogue. And overall, I really enjoyed this character design. I'm not sure if it's an OC, but it's still pretty cute either way. And for our second Google image we have this fantastic piece, which I already have to give compliments for the amazing double chin. As I said with previous episodes of this series, double chins are one of my favourite things to be added to fat art, so this is immediate approval. I gotta say, the overall proportions are fantastic for this. The arms are incredibly fat, the chest is nice, the thighs are incredible, and my god, that belly. But yeah, overall I'm really pleased that this piece appeared on Google. It's an incredible piece which I think highlights Feedtriccz' ability at drawing amazing proportions of fat art. And for our final Google image we have this very gluttonous woman who has already eaten all the cookies. In fact, it seems the reader actually gave him 5 boxes and apparently that wasn't enough, so oops. Appetite besides, I really like this piece. You could see the shirt in the back sort of like rolling up due to how big she is. I also like the sweatpants, I think that's really cute and kind of suits the character. And honestly, I really like her character. You know, if I was with her, I'd make sure to bring more than 5 boxes next time. Maybe 12, just to be sure. Now that we're done with the top 3 Google images, I think it's time we go on to my personal favourites. So for my first personal favourite, we have this incredibly cute piece of an office worker trying to sneak in a few donuts there. Once again, I need to compliment the fat that's in the thighs, like in the previous piece in the Google Images section. This is incredibly good, and I love the fact it's so big that it's causing her skirt, her dress skirt, work skirt I think it's called, to rip, and it's alerting the workers in the background. It's an incredibly cute concept. Not to mention the character herself is just amazingly cute. I love the double chin, I love the fat arms, I love the stomach being tucked in. I just love her embarrassed expression, it's just perfect. This is the type of girl I would definitely reassure at work to make sure she's doing okay and make sure she's well nourished. And for my second favourite we have this very gluttonous Spanish girl who seems to come to this restaurant very often and win Glutton of the Month, so good for her. As you know, I've mentioned this before and I'm going to say it again, amazing double chin and amazing proportions once again. I love the belly overhang over the skirt, I love the plumpness of the thighs, I love the socks just sort of digging into the thighs in some ways. I love the arms. I just love this design though, the character design. I'm not sure if this is an already existing character, but she's just incredible. I love the shadow under the hair, under the eyes. It's just amazing. Another touch I really like is on the Glutton of the Month award thing, you can see progression of her getting fatter, and it gets to a point where she doesn't fit the frames anymore, which I think is incredibly cute. And for my final favourite, we have the image which I was mentioning at the beginning, which is this lovely fat art of Chiaki Nanami from Danganronpa. Let me just start by saying that when I was playing Danganronpa, I believed that Chiaki should be somewhat chubby, given that she likes to play video games a lot. So when I first saw this piece, I just fell in love. Everything is at the perfect size for me. The thighs, the stomach, the cute chubby face, and honestly the colours of this piece are fantastic. It reflects the character incredibly well, and I love that she's eating chocolate. That's a really good sweet, and I'm glad she's enjoying it. Now all we need is a mod for Danganronpa 2 where someone draws Chiaki at this size with every sprite possible, and I'll be good to go to replay the entire game again. I wouldn't mind at all. So what's the verdict? Well, I think Feedtriccz has a great understanding of fat proportions, and I think they like to specialise with a lot of bottom heavy fat art, which you can see when the thighs are expanded out to be nice and thick. I also think the character design is incredibly cute. Even if some of these characters are from already existing IPs, I think Feedtriccz does an amazing job at recreating their colours and their characteristics. And of course, I've mentioned it before and I will say it as how many times I want because it's my channel, Feedtriccz is a double chin god. But what do you think though? Be sure to leave a comment and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching this video, be sure to like and subscribe so I can hopefully do more, and I'll see you next time.